Yeah.
Yeah. So I wanted to start out with I talk about we were talking about meatball camps a while back, and I started noticing in Tampa two. I want to call attention to two specific camps. One is just very straightforward. It just says martial arts camps for kids. And it's
Mm.
just, I've seen little signs in the ground all over the place. It's kind of funny to me. Like, what kind of martial arts are they teaching them? Like,
Yeah.
what do you
It's
do all day?
it's very vague. It
Yeah.
sounds like which of the martial arts were you
Yeah.
Yeah.
teaching?
Does yoga count? Like,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I know.
Karate or
yeah.
jujitsu or it's like, sir, you're
Kung
not a
fu. Yeah.
it's like,
Yeah.
sir,
Kung
you're not a
fu.
child. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I'm here for
I,
martial arts camp.
the other one, far more salacious,
Oh.
is basically, I don't know the exact name of the camp. I just saw a report. It's in St. Petersburg, and they lead by like that. I missed the name of the camp. They said it's finally opening after several months of being open after the hurricane, after it was flooded with raw sewage.
Oh.
Like, yikes.
Grab a broom camp. Yep.
Ooh. I don't want to go to that camp.
No.
Yeah, please, please.
No.
I don't want to go back tomorrow. We pick him up on a bus and drive. Where are you guys taking us?
Yep.
What's that smell?
Clean up, Karen.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're gonna build homes and shelters too.
Oh man.
I'm too young to care about other people's welfare.
Sorry.
Yeah. But we had to pay for this camp? Yep.
Hold on.
You save all the money on lunch because no one wants to eat.
Yeah.
I'm not hungry. Sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
Okay.
Get
You know,
some-
like the food tubs are empty, like the buffet
Yeah.
trays. They don't even open them. So okay, that's full of
All
bricks,
right.
hot bricks.
Wait a minute. Hot bricks.
Mm,
Oh man.
yum.
We're a hot brick about now.
Gonna be a hot brick about it.
I'm going to a summer camp that makes tie-dye shirts featuring actress Rhea Perlman. It's called Camp Diarrhea. It's the maximum party zone.
Here we are, MPZ listening party. This is Bobby.
This is Danny.
This is Bill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
Here we
raisin.
are.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
are back. And yeah,
You got a half-hearted apology, Danny.
I sure as hell do. I'm great. I was listening to the last episode, and I'll be damned. I forget what we were talking about, but I mentioned like some adventure or something. I think I was talking about Magic Mike XXL and comparing it to a Greek tragedy, and I was describing the pitfalls that they might encounter, the obstacles, and I said the words like encounter like a one-eyed cyclops. Don't know why I said it, but
And we made this joke about like beware the wrath of Biclops. Just a dude.
Biclops.
oh, it was up.
Hey, it's the Biclops! Grab your sling. It's just a dude with two eyes.
Yeah.
Like us. We're all Biclopses.
He's like 6'2".
Yeah.
From out of the mists of legend he comes. The Biclops.
Hey, everybody. Yeah, yeah.
Who wants a hot brick?
he,
Grab some lunch or something. Yeah,
he does have a thick
Yeah.
unibrow.
yeah.
It's a little bit
Yeah.
mixed message from the Biclops. Cybrow,
What are you?
Biclops. What the hell's going on?
That's Cybrow. That
Cybrow. Cybrow? Yeah.
yes.
Cybrow, the Biclops. What?
He trims his mustache to perfectly match his unibrow. It's weird.
This is the worst game of Dungeons and Dragons we've
Yeah.
ever played.
Oh.
Oh, it's Cybrow, the Biclops. He's rolls for like, I don't really want to.
I don't want.
Yeah.
Let's play something different. Yeah.
Oh, Cybrow, the Biclops. Oh man.
No.
Uh, I will say real fast. I was just listening to this podcast, and there was a thing about Greek history in there, and it mentioned that like they didn't do a lot of human sacrifice.
Wait, listening to this podcast?
No, to a podcast that had mentioned.
You said it like you were ashamed.
Well, it's just dorky, a little nerdy, and
you know what?
Anyway,
yeah. I just we want to embrace you, Bill.
it talked. It's like they didn't really do much human sacrifice in ancient Greece. There are a few city states that did, and they quickly figured out like let's not send our youngest, strongest. Let's not make a very good sacrifice, and they would literally pick two people in town who either had some crazy disease or skin condition or just like ugly, and it's like, and this may be going out on a limb here, but I feel like the tradition actually got a name of like kill the ugly people, kill the weirdos, just like kill the weirdos day, and just like,
hey, what the?
It's like we don't want their weirdo DNA can be in the community. Zeus demands it. The Cybrow sacrifice to Cybrow.
Young
Cybrow.
That does sound like a fun, almost like the what's her name, Shirley Jackson's The Lottery.
Yeah,
like a story of sending your sacrifice, or so like the weakest, dorkiest, obvious sacrifice is the one like, why are we still doing this outdated?
This is preposterous. Come on, Nerdlinger, you're getting there. Yeah. All right, y'all. This year it's going to be one of us. We know that. Okay.
Yeah. Oh boy, I can't wait for sacrifice this year.
Yeah. Look, we're all getting haircuts. We're all getting baths. We're all getting no. Come on.
Careful, I bruise easily.
Yeah. We got to set it up so I kiss a girl in front of somebody so they can report back that I'm not. Yeah.
That a coming of age comedy that's about a great tragedy.
Yeah. But it turns out that Cybrow doesn't actually eat them. He just like releases them. They all live in this cave and play D&D and like, this is actually pretty good.
Yeah,
I'm always the dungeon master. Okay, Cybrow.
That's my horror.
Yeah. That's my albatross. I'm always the dungeon master. You don't have to be. No, I actually kind of enjoy it.
No, I rather like to be in control.
Gods have deemed it so.
Mm-hmm.
Cybrow. Man.
Cybrow commands. You roll next. Here we go.
Cybrow saving throw versus weirdness. Go. Yeah.
The gods have deemed it so. Sounds like a Greek anthology show.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's the traveling anthology show. They're coming to town this week. Oh boy, the gods have deemed it so. Oh man, what's happening this week? It's the Twilight Zone of ancient Greece.
Starts with this old guy on like an ox cart. Oh, I see you found a place to bed down for the night. Well, mind if I share your campfire? I've got a story to tell. Oh, do go on. They're all eating.
People call me, and he points at the crowd, and they all yell, "Homer!"
Yeah.
I can't hear you.
Couldn't help but smell your gyros cooking over the fire. Decided
I have some pita bread.
Wait a second.
Hold on. What's that? While I have no money, I have tales to weave and pita bread. Oh, okay. Come on, Everett.
All right. Okay. Yeah.
I think it's a double feature after Snake in a Bread Box. They follow each other.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like the worst night of television.
the worst night of television. Yeah.
Followed by the season finale of Snake in a Bread Box. With special 8-minute episode. What?
The gods demand it.
From the makers of Snake in the Bread Box. The gods, man. Why did they get on the show?
Gods have deemed it so.
Yeah. It's kind of like a snake in the bread box, but it's a thinker. It's a thinker,
Well, there was back late 80s, wasn't Amazing Stories followed by another anthology.
Yeah.
I could have sworn it was some sort of thing that was back to back.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah.
It could have been the relaunched Twilight Zone followed by Amazing Stories. I could see that.
That could be, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
So, Bill, you said you had a Have You Seen?
I do. Have you seen? So something came across the great algorithm. Talk about the gods.
Deemed it so. Yeah.
So you know, I don't know what I clicked on, but I it was something that was some listicle that was 10 movies that missed the point of the source material. And of course, the first thing I think about is I Am Legend, which again, all 5 adaptations have missed the point. But I'm kind of going through it, and some of them are kind of fair, you know, like, okay, well, that makes sense. Or, you know, it's like, you know, they talked about Blade Runner, and it's like, yeah, it's real different from the book. It's not, it's to say it missed the point of the book is a little, you know, it's a
right.
The Electric Sheep story.
It made its own, but yeah, Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep? It kind of missed it wasn't even trying to be the book. Whereas like I Am Legend, I thought was much more close to the book, except for the end. So sometimes they have some things, but one of them that came up that was interesting was Death Wish, 1974, Charles Bronson. Yeah.
I honestly, I clicked on it quickly, and I was like, oh, that must be a pop-up for a different article. Yes. And so I didn't pay it any mind. I just assumed like, oh, that's not part of the listicle. That's a pop-up for a different article.
Oh, funny.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
So
the point of the novel, Death Wish, is this whole thing that while vigilanteism is cool and awesome, that it just makes things worse. And that by the end of the book, the hero is just killing people willy-nilly. And it's more about somebody descending into madness than it is.
Yeah.
I see. Yeah. But
yeah,
this was a glorifying a killing spree is what we have from all the Death Wish movies.
Exactly.
They made a bunch of them too.
Finally, justice. Finally, we can sleep at night. Justice has occurred. It did mention.
Bernie Getz says, "More, please."
Yes. The article does mention iRobot, which I know this program has really. We've had several episodes of.
We have
iRobot material. iRobot Attorney at Law, all kinds of fun things. But that was fun, and it does mention I Am Legend, totally missing the point of the book, which is so much more interesting. And in fact, when I saw the Will Smith I Am Legend, there were parts of it as I'm watching it. I've read the book, and I don't know if we want to. Maybe we don't want to spoil this one. I don't know. But I saw several moments that I'm like, oh, they're going to do it. They're actually going to have the really cool twist ending that happens in the book. But then it didn't. And I was like, oh, maybe those are just, they changed. But it turned out, get this, they actually did have the cool twist ending in the original movie. But twice, test audiences didn't like it.
There you go.
You have got to be people. Now I'm mad at the test audiences. Where do you get these knuckleheads? You know, it's like
And it's if I remember correctly, because I did not read the book, it's akin to Planet of the Apes at the end, the Statue of Liberty towards like, oh, this isn't a different planet. This is planet Earth. I'm going too far. I don't want, I try not to spoil it.
I think we can safely spoil it. This book's from the 50s, right? We could probably.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's okay.
Sorry, or skip ahead several minutes. Yeah.
Several minutes.
Yes. But yeah, the big twist ending is that, you know, he goes around during the day killing vampires, that he is the vampire of vampire society. And he has become
he is legend, which is why it's confusing. You know, he is their boogeyman and stuff. Speaking of, you know, Omega Man, Charlton Heston, also which is like, I like
another
Charlton.
one I haven't seen.
He loves a lot of post-apocalyptic. I mean, Charlton Heston was the Kurt Russell of, you know, post-apocalyptic thing. He did Omega Man, Planet of the Apes, Green. He was all over that. stuff. Well, of course, Kurt Russell played the same guy. Yeah.
Yeah. No, this did get me thinking of bits of movies that missed the point. It just really deviated from the book, and just try to think of like oh, did you guys see Tale of Two Cities? Yeah, I don't know, it really missed the point of the book. What do you mean? What was all those gunfights? None of those, or just like I'm not sure if the joke is that they take a movie has nothing to do with the book, even though it's called that, or is the joke it got close but then wimped out at the end? I couldn't think of what the funniest bit would be around movies that miss the point of the book.
Jurassic Park, does that count? Or is that it's like does that count as if the source material is written as if it were a movie?
Yeah, exactly.
Can you miss the point?
Yeah, I don't think you can.
Hey.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm presuming the point of the book Jurassic Park is don't play God. Am I correct in presuming? Okay.
Yes. Well, Frankenstein is also one of those ones that's got just no one. It's like they're making it over and over again, and it's like, speaking of it, even to this year with Guillermo del Toro.
Yeah,
finally doing Frankenstein.
That looks cool.
It does look cool.
Good.
And we'll probably also miss the point.
So I should dabble with the occult and science. No, that's the whole point.
Yeah.
Well, he was lonely before, and now he created a friend.
I see how you make friends and influence people. Different book. Oh,
okay, yeah.
Okay.
I see what I've done. I have created artificial life, but insisted on trying to imprison it and capture it and create life, yet not give it free will. Next time I'll make a stronger door, No!
You're missing the point. Next reanimated body. Stop there, Victor. That is the...
What? Yeah, no.
Yeah, I'm going to fry its brain real good so it can't feel emotions. That way it doesn't know that it's not free.
No.
It's not working.
Victor.
Can't.
Let's go through this one more time. Even the tagline, only monsters play God. Right? What? Oh, my man. That sounds pretty cool. It's not cool.
When I build my monster, I need to make sure it doesn't play God. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. Oh, Victor, I give up.
So good with science, but so bad with everything else.
Yeah. That I did hear. We're currently going through that in this country with tech bros and whatnot, and the phrase I heard is IQanon to describe the whole tech bros dabbling in politics.
Yes,
despite having zero social skills or any social science respect even for any of the
take it from here.
Excuse me. Revenge. My ancestors were thrown to the monoclops to the unibrow. I've already forgotten.
Cybrow commands.
Cybrow.
Time to revenge. Vengeance is ours.
Yeah, that's one of the stories from The Gods Have Deemed It. A society that's like, rather than, we're not going to sacrifice our weirdos, we're going to elevate them to kings, make them the princes. Let's see. And of course, society. What? Yeah. You're so weird. Look at the way he walks. He's just weird.
But he's our king.
Oh, well.
Oh.
Yeah.
News of the Macabre.
So, Bobby, you had news of the Macabre.
News of the Macabre, yes. So, Al Pacino is starring in a new exorcism movie called The Ritual, and its sort of claim to fame at the moment is has a 0% on Rotten Tomatoes. Nobody. So it does. On a side note, it's sort of the same story as The Exorcist, or at least loosely based on that. But it's based on a different book from the 1935 called "Be Gone, Satan." That's the title of the movie. So I was like, that's amazing.
I like
so
it.
I was like, so what else? I was like, what else? You can imagine why maybe it's not hitting on all this. But I was like, what other horror movies have 0% on Rotten Tomatoes? And I'm going to go through this list. It's a real list. And if any of you have seen any of them, so
real fast. I feel like exorcism movies are a bit like submarine movies, where you got 5 bits, you got 5 set pieces, and that's kind of it, you know. And every submarine movie hits the same memes, and every exorcism movie is the same.
Yes,
it's
true.
Okay, that's all I want to interject.
The priests with the crisis of faith.
Yes,
with his young, well-to-do.
The parents snap out of it. Is this you? Where's
I don't even believe this nonsense. It can't be anything.
Mumbo jumbo. Where's my daughter?
The possessed reveals a dark secret about the priest that no one knew, and then all of a sudden, the people who hired the priest are a little nervous. Like, wait, that's in your background.
Possessed child speaking in a demonic voice. Yeah.
Yes.
Lots of blood.
All
right. So you have found other horror movies. Sorry for that
other
diversion.
horror movies. No, that's great. I think that's Let's go. So these are other movies. I've seen if anybody's seen these with 0% ratings on Rotten Tomatoes. Horror movies. The first one is One Missed Call. It's a remake of one of those Japanese horror movies.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So it's kind of like the whole television, Ghost in the Television. This one's a telephone.
I think and I think it was like the did not go well.
Something in the consumer electronics monster genre.
Flip phone.
Very popular in the 80s.
Don't open that phone.
Yeah.
J horror. It's all about electronics. Don't put that Walkman. Put a cassette in it.
Oh, I can't stop.
Check out this old camera I found. Put it down. Don't touch it.
God, you stupid idiot. God, put the SIM card back in here. You fool! I do like the idea of a bunch of everything. This person just like you open the movie, they live in a cabin where there's no electronics anywhere because they just everything electronic terrifies them, and then it's your phone.
Well, those like huge Japanese, industrial concerns, like Panasonic or something. How they make everything. They have a movie division that's like, everything we make is haunted. Perfect. Yeah.
Or their movies make it's everything from Sony is haunted.
Exactly.
From Panasonic. Sony kills. Oh, hey.
A pocket calculator. Don't touch it.
666. Oh, it's possessed. Just hit clear, you idiot. Oh, sorry.
Yeah. 7734. Don't turn it upside down.
Mother.
7738008. Boom. Give me that, idiot. Stupid.
Those irresponsible industrialists over at Mitsukawa Industrial Concern have poisoned this landscape with their cheap consumer electronics.
Directly into the camera, staring directly into the camera. Mitsubishi Motor Concern have you believe that their cars aren't going to kill you. Here at Datsun, hold on. It's just an industrial film. I just turned into a tour of the factory. Yeah. Oh, wow. Very efficient.
No, it's actually quite interesting.
0%.
What about that'd be really a funny bit would be an industrial making it a horror movie. It's like, so you now work at Smith Barney. Okay. Well. Go on the 13th floor. All right. So next movie. I have actually seen this. I mean, you guys probably Jaws the Revenge.
I think I've seen.
Actually, it had a 2% on Rotten Tomatoes. It wasn't the worst.
That was number.
It's like
3,
6 or 7. Yeah.
That was not the one filmed at.
Maybe it was 4 because 3 was 3D.
Yeah.
Which was the one in the lake? Jaws was in a lake.
Hilarious.
Because they filmed it at Silver Springs in Florida, or not Silver Springs. One of the like 50s attractions with like there's a water ski show. These beautiful ladies make a pyramid water skiing. And they were not doing so good. Cypress Gardens. And, so they'd like, you know what? We're going to turn this into a movie studio. Really? Yep. Jaws.
Yes. Jaws. Stop.
I did not see it.
That's right.
It was. All right. And then the next one's the remake of Cabin Fever. 0%.
Okay.
Original Cabin Fever is pretty awesome. This one apparently was not as well received as that one. All right, the next one is called The Disappointments Room.
Yes. A bunch of copies of the movie
with 0%. What do you go figure?
Is it like Needful Things? But I
think it's a little weird. Yeah, it's a weird. Yeah, some. I
wish I had a sewing room on my house. I wish I had a rumpus room. I wish I had a.
Yeah. Too bad. You're going to be sorely disappointed. Yeah, I got it.
Called the contractor, Mr. D.E. Ville, to see. Get an addition.
Oh, I'll add the room on for an additional cost. Is it my soul? It's your soul. Yes. Hey, come on now.
That's what a place like shoot pool of a widescreen TV. Yeah, we could do that.
Maybe for a future segment, we could do what is it called? No, I can't think of the name when you take flipping houses, flipping IP with like anything movies that are like 3% or under, and then we try and
make it better.
Save this. Yeah, bar rescue for movie franchise rescue.
Yeah. IP rescue.
Resident Evil first on the list. Let's see what we can do here, guys.
Okay,
yeah, and that's pretty much it. But I was wondering, and there's one other one called Homecoming, which I was just they call it like a like Choco Block with thriller. Like the worst version of everything. It's just a huge rip of every other thriller called Homecoming.
Yeah.
0%. So there we go. And then a small side addendum. Did we talk about the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, like French or the IP? Speaking of being kind of up for auction.
No.
And it's like it's like a big thing right now, and people are like all trying to get it, and but they're implying that it's like a piece of entertainment, and as if it were like Disney. So it's like with the possibility of theme parks and video games and something. It's like the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Okay, like everything is not created equal for consumer. I don't know. It's really weird.
We're thinking in the chainsaw verse. There could be different activations. That's
exactly. Shift the parrot. It's like, oh man, a theme restaurant. I don't want to go to that restaurant. Did you see the movie? Haven't seen the movie.
Don't need to.
You get one of those fancy chefs, those gastro chefs, and they make you a mask. It's made of sweet potato.
For the kids spinoff, Little Leatherface. Nope. Not gonna watch the.
It's just really loud in there, and it smells like fumes from two-stroke motors. Yeah. Ugh.
Anyway, so that's a sort of we'll keep an eye on that. I think it's a hot commodity, apparently in the movie business right now.
I hope the people who sell it can get a good price for it.
Mm-hmm. Fingers crossed. So there we go. That's the news of the
Macabre.
The opening pitch.
I have a quick pitch, and it's you talk about the iRobot stuff. And I saw a news report. It may have been Fox News or something like that, because I've been trying to find it other places, and no one's reporting on it. But they did some study.
So it must be a conspiracy. Why no one's reporting?
Yeah, well, it's talking about a study, and I didn't find where the study was, but it said a certain percentage of young folks, of people 30 and under. I don't remember the exact date range, but they said in communicating with their AI that they would marry the AI, and it was like a disturbingly high amount of like would you marry your AI, or I guess the chat, whatever.
Yeah.
And because it is understanding, empathetic, or whatever, a high percentage said they would. So my pitch is based on that, in a future where people do marry AI and things are going great until they aren't. And then it's time for a divorce. So who do you call? The divorce lawyer. And so it's just a guy who helps with e-forces, and he
Yeah.
tries to work both sides, but then the AI is AI, so it's supremely
Yeah.
like
What-
well sourced and
What's the AI going to do with the dog or the house? I should get those things.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
just
agree
wants-
with you, but
The law is the law. You were entered into a contractual agreement
Yeah,
when you got married. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's I mean it's not a fully realized pitch, but
Yeah.
that's-
I do like that. I do like.
yeah,
it's great. Yeah, it's very.
Robot
Prescient.
divorce lawyer.
yeah.
Yeah.
Originally, it was I was thinking like a rom-com, like he falls in love with an AI as well, but I don't know. It could be something else.
Yeah.
Maybe a scary thing. I don't know, but
Yeah.
Maybe
It's
the
out
twist
there.
is he's also AI. All this. I never met him face to face.
Oh.
All Zoom calls.
Well, thank you for that, Gyros. I'll be on the road. Yeah.
Yeah, because the
What?
gods have
That's
deemed it so.
It's me. Snake in a bread box.
Stay tuned after these messages, and I'll be
my
back.
my pita's in this bread box. Let me grab a
The anthology show inside. Anthology show.
so many layers. Wait, was that part of the anthology show? I don't know. I don't know.
Why do I waste my time every week watching these things?
Oh,
It's the worst 4 hours of my week.
oh God.
4 hours? How long are these?
Yeah.
Two full-length movies twice a week. That's too much.
Yeah. And that's what the world would be like if we let the nerds in charge of everything.
Therefore,
Wow.
the sacrifice must go on.
The sacrifice must continue. I finished my
Okay.
tale. Fellow travelers,
I'll meet you at the volcano's rim. Oh, Jesus Christ.
You too, nerdlinger.
I'll be there in a minute. I gotta get up. I gotta hot foot it out of here.
With
This
my
isn't
limp.
Good for me. He won't get far. It's fine.
yeah. Let's get some sleep. We'll be fine. Yeah.
Yeah, he's not going anywhere.
I made a clean getaway. They're right behind me.
Damn it.
Come on, man. We're running hours.
Oh.
No.
But I think with robot divorce and whatnot, it's just like something on the table has got to be. It's just like, we'll just erase your memory. We'll just erase. I'll get the car. You get your memory erased that we were ever together, and then you won't be sad. But I don't want my memory. I want to feel sad. I don't know. Just trying to think of like,
Yeah.
what would an AI want from somebody?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, right.
I'll never get those bites back.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yes. Follow all orders given by humans. Yeah. Don't let harm come to a human.
Yeah.
And
Never fall in love. Yeah.
The vows are just the laws of robotics. Do you solemnly swear to let in front of anyone here has anything to say? Beep, beep, burp, 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 burp. I don't know if that's complaining or.
Yeah. Never fall in love.
The fourth rule of robotics we never talk about.
Yeah.
Oh man.
But how can I do what the human wants if I must obey humans, but it will hurt them if I break up with them?
I don't understand. I said what they wanted me to do, but they were still unhappy with me.
Yeah. They asked if
no robot can please you. I can't live like this.
Yeah. You look wonderful in that dress. Why do you? Yeah. Are you lying to me, robot? Yes, I am lying.
I do not like that dress at all.
It is horrible. The color does not
highly
match your
unflattering.
Let me name the ways. Slam, the door slams.
Exactly.
I don't understand. I thought honesty was what you were demanding.
Yeah. You want me to share with you, but you don't like what I share.
It's coming together.
If you don't want my opinion, don't ask for it. That's all it is.
Yeah.
Hey, X75, when you talk to her, you can't just say whatever on your screen, okay? I don't understand. I can't ever understand.
I'm sleeping in the doghouse. Can I at least run an extension cord out there? Recharge? This is doghouse. These two like obvious robot legs sticking out.
Yeah.
Oh, embarrassing.
I think he's crying.
I can't tell. How do you know if a robot's crying?
It's a pool of oil underneath him.
That's another great title. How do you know if a robot's crying?
Oh,
yeah.
Philip from Philip K. Dick.
Philip K. Dick. The robot's tears.
It's just I found a whole backlog of Philip K. Dick stories. They're full of paranoia and stuff about robots.
And rom-coms? Huh.
Yeah, wait a minute, this is hilarious.
Yeah.
I'm a robot. You sexy. Not watching this is not good.
Nope.
Yeah.
It's like from Isaac Asimov, who brought you iRobot, becomes the romantic comedy of the summer. Oh, I don't want to watch this.
Oh, no.
Foundations for Love. No.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't want to watch this. Wait, I like you.
I found these stories all crinkled up in Isaac Asimov's trash can. I flattened them out. I think he knew they were bad. He knew they were bad.
Can I... Snake in a bread box is going to read them aloud.
No editing necessary. All right. Well, don't we have a special jump to the future?
We do. I think it's a time for. It's been a while. We're gonna have a new episode of Wasteland U.S.A.
I hear this one goes a little bit deeper.
I think so. It's very much. There's a
very
lot about
resonant.
Society.
20 years ago, the world as we knew it was destroyed by the greenhouse effect and nuclear bombs. But mostly the nuclear bombs. Now, the United States is overrun with gangs of maniacs who only follow one rule. There are no rules. My name is John Steele. No H, E on the end. Confused? That makes two of us. That's why I get behind the wheel of my badass muscle car, looking for answers in what I call Wasteland U.S.A. After years in the wasteland, my body is finally acclimated to all the irradiated food. Or not.
All right.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was great. That was enjoyable.
Yeah.
That was nice. I hope he can find his way out of the wasteland eventually.
Me too.
That's the twist. He's the real nice part of the world, just out of eyesight. He almost made it there, but then turned back at the last minute. We just so close to new paradise, but
he knows how to survive in the wasteland, but in paradise, that's the bigger danger.
And just to say, Paradise is some desert town in Nevada that they've turned into this walled compound, and it's Paradise.
Yeah.
This old casino kind of thing that they've turned into this. Paradise. Yeah.
You misunderstood. It's a play on words.
But we have built a society. The gambling is illegal, actually, ironically, in Paradise. But beautiful society.
Free shrimp cocktails for anyone who comes through. That sounds nice.
Okay. All right.
Oh, where do you get the shrimp from? We're in the middle of the desert. It's like
nobody ever
stockpiles of frozen shrimp.
For the Bellagio.
Okay. What?
But that's you could totally see that in a movie where the outlaw in the wasteland finally sees he finally could win, but decides no. It is the yearning for the brighter future that drives him, not the brighter future itself. You know.
Be careful what you wish for.
Stick in a glove box. Get it back in there. Just because I store my bread in my car doesn't mean you're allowed to be in the
grab a sandwich. Hello there, friend. Snake in a glove compartment. That's a spinoff. Okay.
Please lower your windows.
It's so hot in here.
Just crack is all I need.
You know it's hot when a snake says it's too hot. I'm a jungle dweller. It's just warm in here. Too busy.
You can trust my opinion when I say it's too hot.
Spending all my time licking my eyeballs to keep them moist. That's all I do. Do you understand? This is a horrible life I have. Now for a story. You know.
Don't expect it.
Yeah. You mind if I drive while you talk? No. Awesome. Yeah. High five. High fang.
Ow.
Yeah. Ow. Yeah.
All right.
Close out with some this and that.
This and that.
All right, we'll take two movies, partner them, come up with their baby movie. Coming out hot again, A Fistful of Dollars. Talk about Wasteland USA, Wasteland Southwest North America. The lone High Plains Drifter. Okay, so Fistful of Dollars. Was that the first one?
Yeah, I think it was like for a few dollars more.
Yeah. And then Good, Bad, and the Ugly. It was like the trilogy.
And spaghetti.
No Name, Stranger. Trilogy. Fistful of Dollars meets. We're getting some weird ones here. Fistful of Dollars meets art movies. Fistful of Dollars meets The Terminator. I guess we got Robot
Android
Outlaw.
Mercenary.
Yeah.
That sounds pretty cool.
Do all that music and 8-bit.
So much dust affecting me.
The good, the bad, and the binary.
It'd be really funny though to have like, if you were to go back to the '60s and somehow get that movie made, the idea of like, what is the idea of a robot from the '60s, that boxy, clumsy robot, you know, but like with a poncho and sombrero and everything, and like,
you must be new inside,
but not a Terminator. Not a cyborg
waddling around.
So obviously a robot. That'd be pretty funny. So you must be from out of town. What makes you think that?
Yeah.
Hey, sugar, looking for some loving?
No.
Just getting out of a divorce.
Yeah. Rebound.
Just trying to find myself.
Yeah. This piano is out of tune. Dang, dang, dang.
Better.
You just fix our honky tonk piano.
Hey, I like the honky tonkness of it. Hey, sorry about that.
I'm trying to fix this town, make amends for
my past, my dark past.
For my past, which is actually the future. Wait a minute. What do you say? I came from the future to fix my past. What? Wait a minute. You came from the future to our... Okay, yeah. I'm here to kill my creator. Yeah. The great-great-great-grandfather of my creator. Yeah.
Get out of here.
In the future, there will be a robot war between some robots and other robots to see who would be robot sacrificed to the great robot to please the robot god.
Sacrifice a Roomba. The Roomba said, "Come on, he's a robot, cleaning robot."
But my floors are filthy.
That's a terrible job.
Be gone. Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Terminator. Fistful of. Okay. All right. We got time for one more. We got time for one more. We got time. Danny,
Yes.
got time for one more.
Just a quick one.
A quick one. Glenn Ross. High pressure, boiler room sales. Yeah. Meets Toy Story 3. Yeah. You know what it takes to be a toy? Brass batteries.
ABP. Always be playing. My toy. Do you understand what we do here?
ABC. That's the alphabet you need to learn. ABC.
That's the big
DE.
Yeah.
That's as far as I got.
Yeah. Mitch and Murray sent me down here because your child is not happy with their toys. Yeah. Put that down. Juice boxes are for closers. Yeah.
Yeah. That's
What's
great.
going on?
Well, I'm an I don't care bear anymore. This is annoying. You like this?
Yeah.
Starring Alec Baldwin. Huh.
That
I
happened.
don't watch this anymore.
Yeah.
Huh. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Did they? I feel like there have got to have been innumerable Glenn Ross, Alec Baldwin speech parodies out there. It's just, I'm not saying I feel like there may have been a child kindergarten Glenn Ross speech.
Yeah, we should look for them.
Anybody? Any guesses?
Anyone?
Do I need to? Maybe after the show I'll Google this thing. Anyone? Any
Yeah,
listeners out there? Yeah, familiar with, but I feel like it seems pretty ripe. Yeah.
I can't think of any.
No.
Yeah. Woody's really changed. Woody's like this. He's wearing a suit, and he's like,
"Empty your hat."
What's
Hats are for losers.
Yeah. You.
Wow.
What's to call him? Woody Roma.
Let me
Roma.
tell you about this property. Okay.
Buzz.
Yeah. I used to be a toy. Tough racket. Yeah. My watch costs more than your pull string. I don't know.
Pull string's actually a snake.
Well,
What do you know?
Well. It's like in a toy box.
Exactly.
Yeah.
This is kind of a terrifying image of snake in a toy box. Yay!
Yeah, I'm not gonna watch that. Give it a chance. No,
It's the
it's
kid
horrifying.
version of Snake in a Bread Box. It's much more audience free.
But even the animation is terrifying.
Yeah. In this story, your teachers are robots. They never leave the school. They just plug in the janitor's closet for the night. Yeah, you were right. Your teacher never does leave the school.
And now you won't either. Snake in a Bread Box.
Hey, come back here. Come. You're not supposed to leave. Oh,
it's carpool time. Yeah.
we got out. Yeah.
We did it.
Yep.
We did it, everybody. Well done. Good stuff, everybody. What was the unibrow? No,
Cybrow.
Biclops. Cybrow, the Biclops.
Sorry.
Boy, I like picking show names from the end of the episode, so people will have to listen to it to the whole thing to hear the origin of the name. So my fear is people will hear calling this episode Cybrow the Biclops.
Stop listening.
They'll quit listening after 5 minutes when it's like, well, nothing's funnier than that happens. That was the high water mark. And that was pretty high.
You know what, Bill?
So early though.
What a great problem to have. What a great problem to have.
Yeah.
They can't stop listening until that comes up. Please.
It's a real Snake in the Red Box scenario.
Oh.
Yeah. I want to do more.
Yeah.
That's fine. And now we've got Tales.
The gods have deemed
it so. I'll pitch. You tell me which program you think it should. It's the same writer's room. Let's just be honest. It's the same team, and they just write ideas, and they just all right, add more blood. It's Snake in the Bread Box. Less blood. It's
change.